I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I'm sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gonna take it.
This is what we got to tell.
I've been sad doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We got an awesome episode for y'all today. Y'all know these last 2 weeks, for real, we did panels, division panels. We did team panels. It got real heated these last 2 weeks, man. And very exciting content for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. But today we got to give our predictions on the NFC, all divisions. All right? So, but before we do that, I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars and Mr. Your Done Son Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas? How was y'all weekend?
Man, I'm doing good. I found the page, Joe. Remember we was talking off air about when we did these last year with the predictions and all that. I found it.
Yeah. I'm doing great. You know, I'm usually not here on Tuesday, but I was able to make it. You know, I got here just in time to be able to come on the show. So I appreciate it's 555. So, you know, shout out to that. But I'm excited about today. From what I'm hearing, I'm going to be the tiebreaker in one of these divisions. So let's see how this is going to go. I'm excited. It's Tuesday, so I get to say it's Turn Me Up Tuesday.
Turn me up.
Oh, shout out to Teddy, by the way. This is that, you know, So Good, So Caroline, Boston Red Sox.
Oh,
appreciate you.
So.
Oh, and to the two people that I owe, you'll be getting your shirt and your cap and your jersey this week.
See, why every time I dress up, people got jokes, man? Look,
nice shirt, Tomo.
I'm gonna keep it going then.
Let's get it, man. He did so like I called you there, Tomo. That was cool. All right, y'all. Look, like I said, we got a great show for y'all. Before we go into it, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms: Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure y'all share it on all 3 platforms. Subscribe and follow on all 3 platforms. Right now, we're sitting at 871 subscribers, on the road to 1,000, and then more after that. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button if you're listening right now. And use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. Listen, y'all know the show ain't the same without the comments. I mean, y'all fuel the show for real. All right. So we appreciate y'all. It's like having your own sitcom with live audience. You know, it's not the same without it, you know. So we appreciate y'all about that. But we know the super chats, they get bumped to the front. So shout out to everybody who's gonna put in the super chat there and those who did in the past. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. So, fellas, we're gonna turn it on. Do we turn it over to Mr. Get Done, Son Tomo?
Hey, speaking of turnovers, we talking about predictions that were known for turnovers. No, it's not Dak Prescott. Everyone, okay, relax. I said a division. Hey, CBS about to turn that over, but that's a whole nother discussion too. So, of course, like Joe said earlier in the show, we've done panels the last few weeks. You know, you got AFC East, NFC East, AFC North. You know, Dave, you got the NFC West coming soon. But we had to do a moment where the homies had to come together. We had to be like, you know what? Let's talk about our division winning so they can kill us in the chats and in the comments, live and in person. So, of course, we got to start off with the NFC South. We got to say who we got winning in this division. And do we want to add why? We got to add why because we're a show of context. So, Joe, You know, your boy went down there. Your boy went down to the bayou.
Oh,
You know, I got to start with you on this one. You knew I was gonna start with you. Who you got winning with the NFC South?
all right. I'm gonna give you my prediction from worst to first. Number 4, I got the Buccaneers finishing 4th. Buccaneers are they just it's a confused organization, I should say. All right. You got the offensive coordinator praising the daggone backup QB more than the starting QB. You know, they don't know what they got going on over there. So Mike Evans is frustrated. He don't have his contract situation. Chris Godwin is always injured. They still got players on the defensive side, but Shaq Barrett silently is asking for a trade. So it's just a lot of turmoil going on over there since Brady left. So I got the Buccaneers finishing last. And Todd Bowles, he hasn't really proved to me as a head coach that he's gonna get the job done. So I got them finishing last. Third, I got the Carolina Panthers finishing third. All right. I know Dave's got the guy he won $100 off of. He's a starting QB, Charles Kevo. All right. The Panthers, I think their defense will be pretty solid, but they don't have the weapons on offense. I don't see the weapons that's going to support, the QB, right? So I got them being third, but they will be on the rise though, as far as like the next 2 seasons. Number 2, I got the Saints. Number 2.
What?
I got the Saints finishing number 2. All right. Kamara, he's suspended for a few games. I know they got Jamal Williams. I'm not trying to discredit Jamal Williams, but I think what he did last year was a little bit overrated. A lot of his TDs was on the goal line. Swift was really the guy. All right. And Michael Thomas, he's back, but is he? Is he back? I don't know how long he's going to be there. And I'm not sold on the Saints head coach myself, right? I'm not sold on him myself, and Derek Carr, after what happened last year, going to a new system, new team, I don't know how quickly that would translate. So I'm going to keep them at number 2. And number 1 winning the division, I got the Falcons. Believe it or not, I got the young Falcons winning the division. I like the fact they got a new defensive coordinator. They got the Saints old last 5-6 years defensive line coordinator. He's a defensive coordinator now. AJ Terrell is going to be healthy this year. So, that's my dog right there. Drake London. I got Drake London having a big year at wideout and B-Rod. I think he's going to be legit this year too. So, Kyle Pitts, I'm still not fond of Kyle Pitts. I got to see it to believe it for real, But this is going to be another bad year in the NFC South. And I got the Falcons winning this division, maybe with a losing record once again, come out this division. So, Falcons number 1.
Man, Dave?
All right, so I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to go 1 through 4. So, 1, I got the Saints. I got the Saints finishing number 1. I believe even with Alvin Kamara being out, you got Michael Thomas coming back healthy, so I think that's going to help them out a lot. With Derek Carr being there, I still believe they have the best defense in that division. So, and Jamal Williams being the number 1 running back there, while Alvin Kamara is out, I think that's going to help out a lot. So I got them. I actually have their records where I have them finishing 11-6 for the season. Now, number 2 was, I think that was the hardest decision for me because I also believe the Bucs will finish last. But I'm having difficulty with the Falcons and the Panthers. I think the Panthers are looking as low because they don't have, let's say, like shiny weapons. But they did sign Adam Thielen this year. They did get Miles Sanders to come as a running back. They still got Chuba Hubbard. So I think that's going to help them out some. So for right now, I have the Panthers finishing 2nd, Falcons finishing 3rd, and the Bucs finishing last.
Man, oh man. In the words of my good friend, hey Joe.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, by the way, the Falcons does have a good backup with Taylor Heineke there. So.
Oh, yeah.
They do. They do. I think that's probably why he picked me. There's a little underlying thing there. Yeah, I see what you did there. But hey, Dave, we seeing eye to eye in this division because I got the Saints winning it too. Like Boosie ain't say come on for no reason. And BG just came home. So New Orleans turned up right now. So I got New Orleans winning it. For one, I think they got the better quarterback and the defense is there. I got the Falcons finishing 2nd. only because they got Taylor as a backup, but they also have more promise as far as their offense and their defense is. There's not too many questions with the Falcons as far as these next two teams. Because if you talk about the Bucks, some folks may jump out there and say Baker Mayfield is okay, but Mike Evans is talking about walking out, so he might not play again. So I got Saints, Falcons, Bucks, and I got the Panthers finishing fourth just because it's a new situation. Like the young quarterback, also seeing how he looked when the offensive line stand up, and I thank Hard Knocks for that one. Because that offensive line don't look like it's going to be there for that young quarterback for him to learn that quickly in this division. I got them bouncing back next year, but as far as this year, they're finishing last. So again, my predictions are Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Panthers.
And Chris Olave is that guy. I do believe that. I don't think Michael Thomas will be healthy. But as far as best defense, I think the Panthers will get a run for their money this year. As far as best defense, if they're healthy. I'm really big on J.C. Horn. So I think they're going to challenge the Saints for our best defense.
Yeah, they got J.C. Horn and Brian Burns, so they got some good defensive pieces back there. But Saints defense have been consistent. So and Dennis Allen is still there. So as long as he's still there, I believe that defense is going to be the best in the division.
Yeah.
And you got to think though, Joe, they're going to be on the field a lot. This is a rookie quarterback, so a lot of mistakes are going to happen. Defense is going to be tired.
Yeah, and that's the same thing for the Falcons. If you think about it, Desmond Ritter is still kind of sort of a rookie. Kind of, sort of. I mean, he did play some games last year, but I mean, who's to say he's really going to improve from last year? I don't see it happening right now. I think Drake London's going to have a special year, but I don't think the Falcons as a team is going to be good.
He got a solid backup, a guy who went toe to toe with Brady one time. I'm just saying. He also beat an undefeated team last year.
I think the Falcons defense gonna be better too. But we will see. That's the whole purpose of predictions. We gotta see.
There you go. And Dave, you said something about Drake, so we gotta go up north. Take him to the NFC North. And because you said no, you go last. We got something special for you. The NFC North. So I'll go first. We gotta say who's gonna win this NFC North. And when I sat back, I was like, this might be the toughest one out of all the divisions because technically you could say the Lions. But you got Jared Goff. You can say the Vikings. Then you got Kirk Cousins. You got the Packers, Jordan Love. We really don't know. Justin Fields, again, we really don't know. Fantasy-wise, everyone's high on him. But on the field, it's really So my prediction is I got the Lions winning this one. And it's a personal reason why I picked the Lions over the Vikings. Because last year I literally came on this show and said the Vikings need to win that division last year because it's their time. Kirk Cousins needs to show up, and Rodgers is on his last leg. And what did they do? They let Green Bay do whatever they needed to do to make the playoffs. So I'm picking the Lions. It's their time. The Lions need it. Then I got the Vikings finishing second. Got the Packers coming in third because, again, even though Jordan Love this is his first full year starting, he had that one good year sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, and for some strange reason, I think the Packers got another franchise quarterback on their hands. And Watson showed that he could be a good wide receiver. The Bears are finishing last. I don't want to say this, but I don't think Justin Fields is going to make it through the season. They did make a lot of acquisitions in the offseason to make it seem like they could steal this division. But for some reason, I just got Justin Fields trying to take matters into his own hands and not finishing out this entirety of the season. Meanwhile, Detroit, the stock is up on Ford and the stock is up on the Lions. So I got them. Dave?
So for me, I think I might have – I'm not sure if I have the most shocking order, but I think I might shock some people with this order. So I have the Packers finishing last in this division. I'm not a believer in Jordan Love. That's just me. He did have 1-2 games last year. I don't believe that's going to be consistent with him. I would rather see he did look good in preseason. I'm not going to say that he didn't. He did look good in preseason, but for me, it's yet to be seen. We did see him play multiple games 2 years ago, and he didn't look good. So for me, it's all about what is he going to do. He does have some good weapons, Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. So I could be proven wrong, but for at the moment, I got them finishing last. I have a tie at second place between the Bears and the Lions. I believe Justin Fields is actually going to play a lot better this year than he did last year. I think this offense has improved from what happened from all the money that they had and the draft picks that they got this season. So I think they're going to actually be a lot better than most people predict. Lions, I also believe that they're going to finish 10-7. That's why, and I have them winning the tiebreaker. So I believe they'll be ahead in that. And I got the Vikings finishing 11-6. Kirk Cousins is all still not good in primetime games, but I believe he's still going. I believe he may win one of those primetime games. I could be wrong because he has not proven that he's going to win those. But he did get a good help in the receiving core, not just Justin Jefferson. He now has Jordan Addison, who I think is going to have a good rookie season. So I have the Vikings finish it first.
Threw me off on that one.
Man.
Hold on, you got who finished first?
Vikings.
Okay. You threw me off with the okay.
He got win. That mean Kirk gonna win one of them primetime games.
So look,
I said one. I didn't say all. I said one.
I'm kind of with you, Dave, because I think the Vikings are getting really disrespected this year for some reason. I think they are. Everybody's automatically high on the Lions because of how they finished last year. And okay, this is my order. Number 4, Bears. All right. Yeah, the Bears made some moves. Yeah, they got Justin Fields a few weapons, but I mean, everybody was hyping his preseason performance. He threw a couple of screens and went to the house. I mean, he still ain't shown me nothing great as far as his arm, in the preseason. Shout out. So I got the Bears going last. The Bears being last. All right. Lions, 3rd. I got the Lions 3rd. Everybody loves Dan Campbell.
How could you not?
Yeah, I like him too. He's probably, I never seen a coach didn't make the playoffs get hyped so much as Dan Campbell. Like, I just never seen it. And then Jared Goff had his best year last year. So is he gonna repeat that? So now I like Gibbs, the draft pick. Williams, the rookie from last year, he's suspended. He's not gonna play again some of the season. I like Amari St. Brown. They defensive line, offensive line is really good, but they got expectations now. People are expecting the Lions to win. They're not sneaking up on nobody this year. People want to play the Lions, and they're gonna expect them to give them a game. So I got the Lions finishing 3rd. I don't got them repeating what they did at the end of last season. And number 2, this was tough. I'm going to give this team a close second, Packers. But I won't be surprised if the Packers win the division. Wow. The Packers has the most complete team in that whole division, to me. They have the most complete team. They got a guy who's been in that system for the last, 4 years? Jordan Love, he knows the system. They got an underrated pieces around them. Dobbs, Watson, Aaron Jones, and Dylan. Their defense is good. So, and they probably got the best coach in the division, Matt LaFleur. So, I really like the Packers, y'all. I want to put them at number 1, but I'm going to give the Vikings their respect. The Vikings were number 1 last year, and they got better. All right? So, we can't ignore that. They got better. They did lose the Darius Smith, right? Which is a big loss, but they also got people like Byron Murphy. They made some pieces in the offseason for their defense. But you gave Kirk Cousins another weapon. So I got the Packers finishing 2nd, and then Kirk Cousins playing the last year of his contract too. So that's another fire that's being burnt. So I got the Vikings finishing 1st, Packers 2nd, Lions 3rd, Bears 4th.
Before we move on, I did receive some, I won't say breaking news, but I've seen some news. Jimmy Garoppolo has restructured his contract, and now the Raiders have saved $17 million in cap space for 2023.
Okay. They trying to make somebody happy. That's what it sounds like to me. But
Devontae Adams might get a brand new contract.
Hey, real quick, wide receiver core. Let this comment here. Wide receiver core is young as heck, though. Now, that young receiver core with Aaron Rodgers, we saw how impatient that dude was with that young receiving core. But you got Jordan Love, who's growing with this receiving core, and the report is going to be much better than it was on Aaron Rodgers. I'm just saying. And Christian Watson was hurt, too. You got to remember that. He was hurt last year. He didn't play the whole season.
See, but you said they have the most complete team. And then
Yeah,
the first thing right after you said complete team is because the quarterback has been in that system. You can say the same thing about the Lions.
yeah, Jared Goff, it's nice Jared Goff 3rd year.
Yeah, so he's been there. They got Amar St. Brown. They added a running back. Technically, they could have got another pass rusher, but they also have a young pass rusher coming off of what would deem to be Michael Parsons' fresh start. They added some safety help. I mean,
Yeah, they
the
got safety.
Eagles still talking about how they missed them. So I'm just saying, this is why everybody's
but they have
they
have a wide receiver that's suspended for the first 6 games because of his gambling. So that's going to hurt them.
It is,
but they found ways to win games when Amon went down last season.
Yeah, but that's because they had some other receivers. Some of those receivers are not there.
I mean, it's a seesaw. We can see what happens, but Jahmyr Gibbs is there as well. So I'm just saying.
I like Jahmyr Gibbs.
Could
I like Jahmyr Gibbs a lot. See, I like the Packers overall. I like the corner. I like the secondary. I like the Packers front 7. I like the. Now I will say the Detroit Lions probably have the best complete line, like O-line and defensive line. They do, which is a big advantage. But I look at the coaching staff. I think the coaching staff at Green Bay is really good. You look, like the coach they already set in Green Bay. I like the coach in Detroit also. But we saw Dan Campbell make bonehead mistakes over and over again. How much as I got on Ron Rivera making mistakes, Dan Campbell was right behind him. Right behind him with the dumb mistakes he made, not going for them 4th down, not calling certain challenges, right? And Jared Goff, I mean, is he going to repeat what he did last year? I don't know, man. I just don't trust Jared Goff. I really don't. But I get what you're saying. I respect that. But I still think the Packers had the most complete team.
And before we move, I got one more thing before we move on, because this next division is going to be very, very interesting. I will say this, though. Aaron Rodgers leaving that franchise will be like a sigh of relief for some of them young receivers. So I will give you that. I can see why you put them first. I mean, first because of that said reason, like the chemistry. Second, the chemistry will be a little bit different. You know, the air may be different up there because we've seen it on Hard Knocks. You got 2 receivers coming out saying if he don't trust you, he's not gonna throw you the ball. So that right there can kill your confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say something about this comment. A lot of people said Cousins was going to fold last year and they won a division. So
yeah, I was wrong in that statement earlier. They did win the division.
Yeah, he folded it though, but he didn't fold the season.
Exactly. He folded. But yeah, I didn't say the Vikings was going to go to the NFC Championship game. I just said that they was going to.
He actually played good in the playoffs too. That defense didn't play well.
Man, one defense didn't play well. This defense played well, but the quarterback, don't kill me, Dave. Their quarterback got knocked out when it was time. You know, it was a carousel going on over there. It's a quarterback. We can say it's a quarterback carousel within this entire division because it's just like quarterbacks going in and out. We got Geno making a comeback. We got Brock Purdy, Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo. Who is it? I don't know who's going to be the quarterback. Matt Stafford came back, led the league. I'm not going to do that today. But, you know, then Kyler Murray playing Call of Duty. So we really don't know what's going on in this division right now. It's a division known for defense, not really known for offense for real. So quarterbacks sometimes don't matter, and we see that. But, Dave, we know you don't like no other team in this division. You are very selfish when it comes to your division.
Mm-hmm.
So who is going to win this division? The NFC West, that is.
Hold on, Tomo. Before you do that, Dave, you gotta let them know about these IG chats. All right, let them know about these IG chats. I know you waiting to talk, right? Not that was a perfect moment for me to stop you.
Hold up.
Go and talk about them IG chats.
All right, so we got some IG chats where we give breaking news, latest news. I actually just gave some earlier, not too long ago, about Jimmy Garoppolo restructuring his contract with the Raiders, saving $17 million in cap this year. So, with the chats that we have the NBA and WNBA. There's a lot of talk about FIBA. Some are saying that Anthony Edwards is the best player in FIBA right now. I will not disagree with that right now because I feel like he's played the beast. We have the NFL chat. Shout out to Coach Coombs, who has a fantasy football with Coombs. He had a great episode. Great episode the other day. So make sure you go watch that out. BWT, shout out to Teddy BWT. He had a great episode yesterday talking about some of the young players that came from the Yankees. So make sure you go watch that because he did a great job with that. If you are a baseball fan, casual fan, or you want to learn about the sport, make sure you tune in to BWT. And we have college football and college basketball. Shout out to CTC. Shout out to Carl, who did a great episode yesterday as well, covering 24 games from this weekend. Did everything he needed to do, and it was lengthy, but trust me, it was informational. Colorado came up with a good win. It was an upset win yesterday with Duke beating Clemson, blew them out. So that was crazy. And then my rival, Florida State beat LSU. Didn't like that, but hey,
let's go.
But hey, that's what happened. And then shout out to the boxing, UFC, WWE. That's the combat chat. We now have a fight with Shakur Stevenson and Frank Martin. So that may be scheduled between, I believe it's November 16th or sometime in December 9th or something like that. So make sure you pay attention to that because that fight will be happening. There's just no set date right now. So I think it's going to be a great fight. Can't wait to see what the guys are going to say about that. I know Tomo's going to be the one leading it. So, shout out to Tomo. And those are the IG chats. However, those chats used to be free, but they are no longer free. So Tomo, let them know what it takes to get into these chats.
We're gonna tell you right after this commercial break.
All right.
So make sure y'all stick around so you can join because this is gonna get good.
Oh, breaking news: Kyler Murray is expected to play this season.
Okay.
That don't change nothing we just said.
All right, it came on time for the panel, I guess, for our predictions.
It did, but it ain't gonna change nothing I said.
It changes nothing I said either. So
instead of playing first half, he's gonna play the second half this time. I got you.
Pretty much.
Like Call of Duty.
So they're still gonna be bad because Call of Duty comes out around that time, and he gonna be too busy playing on the game.
Only thing that I might change,
he'll be on Twitch. He'll be on Twitch. He'll be streaming.
It's gonna be funny. He gonna be on Twitch, but he gonna have his playbook like somewhere perfectly right behind him.
Mm-hmm. As long as he get an hour in, that's part of the contract, right?
There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna start from 4 all the way up. So I have the Cardinals, no surprise, finishing last in this division. I believe they'll win at least 2 or 3 games. So I got the Cardinals. I don't expect them to play well. They're pretty much tanking. I believe they're doing whatever they can so they can be in position to draft Caleb Williams so they can pretty much get rid of Kyler Murray. Now, the only question is who's going to take on that contract. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. I got the Rams finishing 3rd at 8-9. I believe that they're going to have some issues with some of the players with Jalen Ramsey being gone. I don't think Allen Robinson being gone is going to make a difference because he didn't make a difference last year. But Cooper Kupp being hurt is going to make a difference because that's their best receiver. I'm not sure exactly how Matt Stafford is going to, play this year, coming off of an injury. So we'll see. I have the Seahawks finishing 2nd at 10-7, and I have the 49ers, of course, my team, finishing 11-6. Seahawks could easily win the division depending on how Brock Purdy plays. But right now, I have us finishing 11-6 and winning this division.
Joe?
I knew they was going to try to soften up, Seahawks will probably win. I knew he was going to do that.
I ain't softening up nothing. Yeah, you know me. I'm honest about my team no matter what.
He did that from the other team, though, Tom. You know that, right? But no, you got a point there. I got you. You're right. NFC West was probably the easiest one to do. I'm not even going to lie. It was probably the easiest one to do. Number 4, let's get out the way, the Cardinals. And no, Kevo, I did not freeze up because Kyler Murray is possibly coming back in week 1.
Do me a favor, please.
All right, anyway. Get out. Get out of here. Matter of fact, I hope he come back so you can take that bet from my man Decorius. Anyway. So, Cardinals 4th.
Can I answer this before you finish?
Are they going to San Bosa? Okay.
We are going to San Bosa. So there's some news I just posted in the chat before we started on the show. So there was some contract dispute going on that Bosa is looking for 110 plus guaranteed, and they were $2 million off. We just saved $2 million so we can give him that contract. All I'm doing waiting on now is for the news to break that he signed the contract. So I'm not worried about that.
That's good. So look, Kyler Murray, normally he played the first half of the season, gets hurt. This time he's like, you know what? I'm hurt the first half. I'll be there for the second half. Get the Collins out of here. They got nothing over there. D-Hop's gone. Buda Baker is not happy. Get him out of there. Then number 4. Number 3, the Rams. I'm so disappointed in the Rams. Those picks, they literally sacrificed their whole future for one Super Bowl. Like literally. Now I guess it's worth it. You feel me? I guess. It solidifies Aaron Donald's career. Got a Super Bowl in his reign. But Matthew Stafford, you just signed him on this big contract, and he's constantly injured, right? He got that hand issue last year. Cooper Kupp now is injured, your best receiver. And Aaron Donald is just like coasting right now. I don't know if anybody feel the same way, but he's just coasting right now. So I got the Rams finishing 4th by default. Number 2, the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks being number 2. At the end of the day, the 49ers are the best team in this division. The Seahawks, nobody expected the Seahawks to have that season last year. I feel like they snuck up on a lot of people last year. But this year, they are with the Lions. The Seahawks are what everybody's saying the Lions are. Like, the Lions finished strong, but they didn't make the playoffs. Seahawks actually made the playoffs. You know what I mean, right? So the Seahawks need to get the love the Lions are getting right now. I should say that. But I got them finishing second behind the 49ers. I just think the 49ers are the best team. Not only the best team, they got the best coaching staff. I like Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll had on people prepared last year. But I'm a big fan of Kyle Shanahan. I know Dave got some other words to say about that. But if you can get a team to repeatedly make it to this far in the playoffs without a franchise quarterback, that says a lot about your coaching. Now, GM skills, different story, Dave. Different story. But we talking about on the football field, I think y'all still the best team. Y'all still got players on defense. Y'all got a good defensive coordinator who has success in the past, right? So y'all gonna be straight. So I got the 49ers, and y'all still got Chris McCaffrey. Y'all still got Debo. Y'all still got Brandon Ayuk, who I believe is gonna make a leap this year. That's why I drafted him in fantasy, by the way. Right? So
you had him in fantasy last year too, didn't you?
Nah, he actually hurt me last year. Hey, I had Debo. I had Chris McCaffrey. That's why I had. And then somebody, you had Brandon Ayuk, and now you beat me because Brandon Ayuk scored and Chris McCaffrey didn't. Even though Chris McCaffrey brought him all the way down the field, freeloading Brandon Ayuk. Anyway, so those of you and Worm, it was one of y'all.
No, that was Worm. I ain't have BA last
year.
Worm
talking so much. He's being about anyway. That's not the subject, right? Ooh, I'm still. I got one week 1. Worm, you better get ready. So,
hold on.
No, let Joe go. Don't do it. I seen the comment. Finish, Joe. Finish, Joe. Because I seen the comment too.
Okay.
You can go. I know Joe about to be done. Go ahead.
All right. Go ahead. The floor is yours. I see the comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead, then Dave. Go ahead.
Oh no, you can't be serious, Kev. You cannot be serious. You want to put another $100 bet on that? Let me know if you want to put another $100 bet on that. Because there's no way you seriously believe that. They're going to finish ahead of us? $100 right now, Kev. $100 right now. $200 right now. Forget 100. $200 right now. $200 right now.
That the Rams will finish ahead of the 49ers?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
He didn't even want to say it. That's how upset he was.
That's ridiculous.
He got the Rams beating now. Thursday night football.
Kev, do you know they have not beaten us in the regular season since Kyle Shanahan has gotten there? And you think they're going to... All right. $200, Kev. Take it or leave it.
He rolls it up. 200.
K-Pack.
All right.
Oh, man. Kev, you should have waited till after I went to say that, man. We could have went to the next division. Technically, we can because we all kind of agree here. I got the 49ers winning this division too. Then the Seahawks going to follow up. The Rams are the Rams at this point. Like you said, they kind of sold their stadium just so they can win one. And they technically almost didn't win that one if the Bengals would have learned how to just hold. That's one game where they should have held. Hold Aaron Donald so we can at least get one more attempt at this, all right? And then the Cardinals, I mean, what is it? They call them cards for short. 52 pickup. That's what they playing right now. Or 53 pickup because they just throwing people away, throwing draft picks away. Buda Baker like, look, man, I don't want to play. Long as they don't trade him to the Eagles, I'm okay. All right, because they don't need no safeties. Let them. They believe in Blankenship. Let them believe in him. All right, they don't need nothing else. But yeah,
they're playing goldfish.
Exactly. or solitaire at this point because they're gonna be by themselves. All
I
by
declare
themselves.
war.
They got them all. But with the Rams, if it wasn't for Cooper Kupp being hurt, I can probably see them giving them a little more pushback as far as like with the Seahawks, like they could battle with that 2 spot. Because Matt Stafford still is a good quarterback. They do have somewhat of a decent O-line, and Aaron Donald is there. And he can wreak havoc. So, like, there's a moment where you could steal a game here and there. Yeah, Blanket Man. Or Blank Man. There we go. That's a new nickname. Hey, Blank Man.
You name all the Eagles.
But with the Seahawks, I agree with what you said there too, Joe, about they are who the Lions are in that division because they had a surprising moment. Geno Smith was the bounce back kid. They did add a great wide receiver, though. They made some good moves. So technically, if the 49ers couldn't get it together, like with this Nick Bosa situation, if they couldn't get it together, they could steal some games early that could probably help them win that division. But Dave just told me Bosa gonna sign back, and I know he got an inside source because that's what Dave is. You know, he got the inside sources, so you got to believe it when it comes from Dave. So I got the 49ers winning that. And McVay did win a Super Bowl, but he ain't no Kyle Shanahan. You see what happened, like you said, every time they meet in the regular season, he ain't no Kyle Shanahan. He just knows how to win.
8-0.
The year that the Rams won the Super Bowl, remember that year they had that all-star team? They went to the Super Bowl? Guess who beat them? Jimmy G. Come on.
Kyle Shanahan owns all his pupils.
Yep.
Like, for real. Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur.
Mike McDaniels.
Mike McDaniels. Robert Saleh. Don't matter who it is.
Yeah, he does. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Kyle Shanahan. Big fan.
Look, I think y'all mistaken me for how I feel about him on the field. I don't think he's a horrible head coach. I just don't like the GM decisions that he has made. That's it.
That was a bad move.
So,
Blankenship only came up because y'all trying to get Buda Baker. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Other than that, I don't like talking about the Eagles. But I might have to talk. But I'm gonna have to talk about the Eagles because what division is left?
The NFC East.
Yeah. So.
And Capo, say it with your chest next time. Don't say that we're gonna finish. That the Rams gonna finish the above. If you didn't say you're gonna holler at me on head-to-head matchup.
They should have never took Purdy out, man. Should have never took Purdy out. I don't know who's gonna go first, Joe. Do we do rock, paper, scissors? Like
I can go first. You go. It's cool. We would have bought him last year, so I go first.
I mean, go ahead then. Take it away, man. Take it away.
All right, man. Listen, number 4, I got the Giants.
I like what you did. You need to start from the top.
All right. Number 4, I got the Giants. All right. I like what they did getting Darren Waller, but Darren Waller is definitely injury prone. And this is not just last year. The year before that, he was missing games. They looked good in the preseason, knowing him and Darren Waller was connected. Saquon Barkley, I know how I feel about him. Big fan of Saquon Barkley. He's playing under another contract, but still going to be franchise tag. Daniel Jones has got his bag. Will he take another leap? I like the head coach with Daniel Jones. My issue is with them, they didn't get a receiver. Not a lot of people are high on this rookie. I'm not going to lie, I don't know too much about him. I know Odell gave him a little shout out and everything, but I got the Giants finishing last. But the Giants going to be the same team they were last year. The team that you don't like, they're going to play you tough, that you can't keep the game close. You keep the game close, they know how to finish the game. Because that coach is really, he got that locker room on fire. So I like him. Dayball. Number 3, it's going to get controversial. Cowboys. All right? Cowboys at number 3.
Do me a favor, please.
Cowboys at number 3. So the NFC East is tricky, dog. It's tricky. All right? Now, last 2 years, the Cowboys won 12 games. I understand that. Kellen Moore is a public enemy 1 in Dallas. Even though in the back of my mind, I thought he was a good coordinator, just wasn't fit. I guess he wasn't fit for the quarterback I had. Let me say that. All right. So I guess he wasn't a good coordinator with y'all. And Zeke Elliott is gone. People are going to realize his pass blocking was a huge plus being there. Pollard is not an elite pass blocker. Deuce Vaughn is definitely not going to be an elite pass blocker. I wish he would try to block Chase Young. All right. Or Jonathan Allen. So you have been zapped. So then Mike McCarthy calling plays. You know, I mean, it sounds real good. It sounds like it's Dak friendly. You know, so it sounds like Dak gonna have a good year, but I don't know, man. The Cowboys is a mystery. We don't know what the Cowboys are gonna do. So, but I like it on defense. I think y'all will have a top tier defense. I just think our division is gonna be really good this year. Now, number 2, I got the Eagles going number 2. All right, y'all already heard it before, Dave. What do you mean surprise for? So the Eagles number 2. All right, I think the Eagles got the best roster in the NFL. I mean, in the NFC, best roster. All right, in the NFL probably best roster. Now the Eagles, they're gonna get everybody's best game this year, right? Everybody's best game, and I just think the Eagles gonna take a step back this year, especially coming from that Super Bowl, losing the Super Bowl, whatever. I think they're gonna take a step back, unless there's gonna be some injuries in the NFC East. But number 1, I got the Commanders. Now,
stop it.
This is why I'm so high on the Commanders. I'm gonna get some help, all right? I'm so high on the Commanders because I'm high on Sam Howell. I'm high on Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell is a quarterback that's level-headed. He's not too up. He's not too down. He commands the huddle. He's talented. And he has a great offensive coordinator that's coaching now. With a backup, Jacoby Brissett, who's also teaching now. I believe we have great weapons. In my opinion, I think I told you this already. I think we got the best receiving core in the NFC East. I just think we do. All right? The best receiving core. If you took all of our receivers, I think we got the best in the NFC East. All right? And Jahan Dodds is going to make a big leap this year. Terry McLaurin does have turtle, but it's not a very serious injury. I think the defense is going to take a huge leap. People underestimate our defense a lot. People don't realize that we were third last year. People don't never talk about that. People always dismiss those kind of defense. And on top of that, in the top of the drive, we drafted 2 defensive backs. So I think we're going to be a very high turnover-prone team, something that we weren't last year. We were number 1 on third down defense last year as far as percentage. This is a crazy stat right here, y'all. Defense last year. We had the most possessions on defense last year, but yet we allowed the least amount of points per possession. So I think that's something that huge to say. So I got us finishing first.
All right, hold on. Because I want everybody that's watching. I'm not laughing at what Joe was saying. Not all of it. All of it's not this funny, but it was some of them comments.
Yeah.
So Joe, I just want to let you know.
Same thing for me. I'm not
when you go back and look at this, Joe, you're gonna be like, all right, y'all just gonna laugh at me the whole time. No, it was
not laughing at Joe. I am shocked, but I'm not laughing at Joe. I'm not laughing at Joe.
It's cool. The same guy I think the Rams gonna win the division. Talking crazy. Get him out of here.
See, that's why some of this is funny. Oh man. So Dave is gonna be the tiebreaker, right? Oh man, so that means I gotta go next. So y'all really want to know who I got winning this division? I'm gonna surely tell y'all, but right after this commercial break. So we got these become a member, right? Because Dave told you all about these chats.
Oh, right. Oh, we gotta go through it now because
I know. I'm messing. We
gotta put these up.
I know I was messing with you.
We should have did it before this though. You're right.
Nah, I got you. Because you're gonna want to be a member after I say this. Because what Joe said and started something already in the comments. Now you know it's gonna go over to the chat. So y'all definitely want to click that link in the description. But I mean, if you watch the NFC East panel, you already know where I'm going with this. Like Joe said, I got the Cowboys winning the division.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's all good. Nobody in this division repeats, you know. Nobody repeats. True. I mean, the Eagles did it once, but do we really think that's gonna happen again? Chunky Soup commercials have been so long ago. Exactly. I don't even think they buy Chunky Soup no more. So we know they're not about to do this twice. So I got the Cowboys. And I know on the panel I said I had the Eagles finishing second. I looked at the schedule.
Oh, snap.
I still reviewed it some. And I was like, you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I think they will finish second. But I think I got a team that's going to be close. Y'all going to be right on their heels. So it might seesaw all season. I got the Eagles second. I got the Commanders third. And then, of course, I got the Giants last. I told y'all, the only Giant I'm scared of is Icebox. And if you don't know, look it up. All right? Because, again, they paid Danny Dimes. Now everybody's like, Danny Dimes is this elite quarterback. He's so good. He does this. He does that. And then they kind of sneak this comment in, you know, this backhanded comment. They always be like, but Saquon is the offense. So if Saquon's the offense, why are y'all saying so much about Danny Dimes? Because if Saquon ain't dead, I think their record ain't the best. I think they're like, what, 4 and something? I don't know. You do the numbers on that. So if Saquon goes out or decides he don't want to come back to work, what are the Giants? And again, Darren Waller is a good piece. You know, hopefully he does some things, not on Sunday, but he does some things after that. And his injury history ain't the best. And with the Giants, and you talking about injuries, we know what can happen there. Jalen Hyatt is a good addition. He's going to be good. Hopefully they don't do him like they did Tooney, because he was another good receiver that they ran out of there. But I got the Giants finishing last, Commanders third, Eagles second, Cowboys first. Dave, it's on you.
So I'll start this by saying that I'm not sure if anyone remembers, but Daniel Jones restructured his contract with the Giants. So he's not getting paid. So most of that money is going to be up front. But I think we're all in agreement. I also have the Giants finishing last in the division. I think it's going to be close, though. I don't think it's going to be like an easy. I don't think it's going to be like an easy for them to finish fourth. It's definitely going to be close.
He wasn't hurt in the Super Bowl.
Of course, having Daniel Jones and giving Saquon that 1-year deal, so this is like a prove-it deal for him. I believe if he stays healthy, he's gonna help them out a lot. Having Jalen Hyatt and Darren Waller is gonna help out that offense, but that defense is still pretty good. So it's like I said, it's gonna be close, but I have them finishing last. I have the Commanders finishing third. Like I said, that's gonna be close. So for me, I don't question their receivers. As long as Terry McCone is healthy, I think that's gonna be good. For me, is how well is that offensive line going to do? I know that they did have signed some backup pieces that came from the Chiefs. So where Eric Bieniemy coming there, and I think Eric Bieniemy is going to help with this offense as well. There are a lot of people that are not saying that it's going to be as good as it should be, but I think it's going to be better than most people think it is. My only thing is just how well is Sam Howell going to play. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be bad enough for them to finish last, but I still think that he'll be third in the division. Now, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, I've only seen one good game, and from what I see from college, I don't see enough for him to be able to finish second or first in this division. Second is the division. I have the Eagles. I have the Eagles finishing second in the division. History says that no one repeats in this division. So that's the biggest reason why I feel like the Eagles are going to finish second. But I do have them and the Cowboys finishing with the same record, but I have the Cowboys winning the tiebreaker. For one, they did lose some pieces down. They did gain some pieces along with drafting Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith. So they have some pieces to help them out. But they did lose C.J. Garner-Johnson. They lost some players. They lost Javon Hargrave. So I think those pieces are going to be vital for what they lost. So I think that's going to be something. And for when I look at this division, the Cowboys are the one team that didn't really lose much. They lost Zeke, which is, to me, not much, because with Zeke the last few years has lost a lot. His yards per game and yards per carry has went down every single year. So I don't think that's a big loss. Now the thing is, what is Tony Pollard going to be able to do? But I think with the addition of Brandon Cooks coming in and having a corner to help out with Trayvon Diggs, I think that's going to help the Cowboys, and I believe the Cowboys will win this division with the tiebreaker.
Let's get it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, look.
I'm ready. Like,
you right.
Ready.
Ain't no ego on here to be upset. So you right.
Hey, look, listen. When the Sam wagon is moving right now, and people gonna be like, "Oh, I knew." Watch. How people hop on the sandwagon. Y'all see?
You should put that on a T-shirt.
You're gonna surprise some people. Watch. And nobody expects us to do nothing. No pressure.
See, it's not. It is pressure though, because the whole city is expecting y'all to do something. Maybe the outside world ain't, but the pressure is on in the city because y'all got rid of everything.
That's a good thing about Sam Howell though. He's even killed, bro. He's not like he don't panic. He don't panic. That's what everybody's saying. I love that.
There is pressure on this entire organization though. With now people saying that with Daniel Snyder is gone, that a lot of things are going to change. They're expecting a lot of change. Where Airbnb now making a lateral move, coming from Kansas City to Commanders. Now they want to see exactly if he can run an offense. There's a lot of things coming out of training camp saying that some players didn't like what he was doing. And then you had some players like, Shady McCoy talking trash about him, but then you had other guys like Tyreek and other guys defending him. So for me, it's all about what's going to happen with this team as far as their offense. Can Ron Rivera repeat this defense? How the defense improved last year? Because we remember in the beginning of the season the defense was not as good as it finished, but they did finish third from like third to fourth overall last year. So I expect this defense to be fine. The defense is one thing I'm not worried about. It's just what is that offensive line and what is Sam Howell going to do? For me, that's the.
But let me say this though, Teddy, you want to put something on it? You want to put something on it, Teddy? Mac Jones, Sam Howell, you want to put something on it? You want to put something on it? I'll see you in the chat.
Man,
I see you in the chat.
Man, this show is turned up over here, man. This football season is going to be good. This is going to be good.
And Kev was right, though. Airbnb and Ron Rivera has pressure. I agree with that.
Honestly, I was going to say this, though. If you think about it, the top three teams that we named all have pressure. Technically, everything Dave said about the Commanders is pressure within their own bubble or to the outside media, depending upon how you want to put the magnifying glass on this team. Same thing with the Eagles. Can they repeat? Can they go to the Super Bowl? Can they win the division again? Can they do everything? Basically, the question is there. Can they do it
Cowboys?
Again?
And with the Cowboys, you got Dak now. Dak now has a lot of pressure on him because the Cowboys went and traded for Trey Lance. Now they want to know exactly what's going to happen with that. So, and a lot of people are saying that, he didn't get informed about that. I mean, I didn't expect him to get informed anyway, but he didn't get informed about that. So we'll see. There's pressure on Tony Pollard because now he replaced Zeke. Zeke is now out the door. They went and drafted a small running back in Deuce Vaughn who can be explosive. He played really good at K-State. So we'll see. We'll see.
Meanwhile, the Giants is just like, what we going to do?
So like Giants, I'll say this, the Giants could very well surprise a lot of people just because there's not really a lot of pressure on them. Because but they have pressure though, because Daniel Jones got a big contract, and they only gave Saquon a 1-year deal, so that's some pressure right there too.
In the outside community, in the media, Commanders are last, and everybody's ballot. You look on the money line, the Commanders are last. Commanders are last in everywhere. So that's why I mean by pressure. I'm talking about as far as like expectations to us winning the division. People don't expect the Commanders to win the division. People expect the Eagles or the Cowboys. They look at y'all, those two teams are the juggernaut teams. That's what I mean by pressure.
I mean, only one is, but you're right.
I mean, like the Buccaneers, we expect them to be terrible, but they got pressure too. Todd Bowles might be fired. Baker Mayfield on a 1-year contract. I mean, every team got some type of pressure.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield, one play away from being Johnny Manziel. I'm just saying.
No,
if you think about it, like it's about to get ugly.
We're talking about nicknames.
Right. Oh, don't worry about it. I got y'all back, man, because I got that week 9 bet too. I got a shirt coming with Teddy.
Oh yeah.
I had to go. Y'all wasn't around, so I had to jump out there for y'all. I got the Commanders beating the Patriots, but
Hey Dave, I was looking at tickets for the 49ers and Commanders. I'm gonna holler at you, man. Some good prices.
It's in
here? It's in Maryland. Yeah.
I'll bet. Let's go.
Yeah, J-Mo, you watching? Dolphins too.
Let's go. Let's go.
Cowboys. I mean, what you want to do, Tomo? We talk over here.
We gonna have to do that like right now because y'all fans.
We are undefeated when I show up.
Hey Joe, I'm calling you after
my
meeting.
The other team arena.
I'm calling you.
We are undefeated when I show up to the game. We are undefeated.
That's at the other team's arena. You gotta go to Dallas for that one. You gotta go to Dallas.
We won, right? Number 1 team, undefeated. Monday night. What? At their house? Come on now.
With the fumble.
With the less than 10 yards.
Come on now. Put the face mask. All right. So we gotta make sure y'all join these chats, man. Let me tell y'all how to join these chats because we'll be here all day and y'all be like, well, I want to be part of the discussion. And you can be. Click the link in the description and you can become a member today. My man Joe I'll be in Jamaica watching. And to see every time the Cowboy fan. Oh no, that's regular season. We good, Cotto. We good. All right. Whew, man. Got the background for a reason. All right, so make sure y'all click that link in the description so you can become a member today. We have 3 levels. You know, we have the pro level, the all-star level, and the superstar level. Pro level, $2.99 a month. With those, you get loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and the live chats. If you're new to the show and you're watching these chats go up, you can see the loyalty badges next to everyone's name, and you see how they get priority comments as well. That's another perk. And you get to join one chat. So all the chats that Dave named in the segment before, you get to join at least one of those chats. Now, if you want to learn more about, just your sport, or you want to participate in more discussions, you can join the all-star level for $4.99 a month. And with that, you get the same perks from the pro level, but you also get member-only videos. You get to join multiple chats. So like I said, you get to follow the discussion. And you get to request a topic or a segment nominee. The segments are You're Done, Son, Not So Average Top 5, and Dave's Doghouse. And again, if this is your first time stumbling upon Refuse to Lose, trust me, you want to know who won Dave's Doghouse because it's not a fun place to be. Some people are still there. I'm trying to figure out when they're going to get out, but they still there.
Doghouse is returning this week, by the way.
There we go. Now, if you're like, okay, that's cool, but you said you got 3 levels. So, okay, let me tell you about the superstar level. For $9.99 a month, you get the same perks from the all-star level and the pro level. But you get to join the R2L chat. You get to be a guest on the show. Not saying you have to come on the show, but the invite is there. So if you request a topic, you can actually come on and talk about it with the superstar level. And you get awards and plaques to the top performers. Again, that goes based upon the episode that you were on. And right now, we have a boxing episode that's doing numbers. But out of the panels, I got to give a shout out because out of all the panels, the AFC East did their thing. So that might be an award moment right there. Some people were coming for that NFL MVP. That might be our moment right there. And, you get member shout outs. So I wanted to say shout out to all our members that we have. Shout out to Jerry, Donnell, the big 3, Joe, Dave, myself. The cameras are like perfectly angled too. Then you got Teddy, Cotto, and Coach. So that right there shows you we're walking in betterment of what this network is. And we got shows as well. It's not just us. We got more for you. So you can be a pro, you join the chats, and you get on air and you get off air presence. So look at that.
Yeah.
Click the link.
And for the members only videos, we got some good ideas cooking up for the NFL season. Matter of fact, potentially you're going to have Carl and Vaughn on a weekly basis analyze their games, but that's only going to be for the members. All right. So you definitely want to become a member. You want to get that content. And shout out to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. He had an episode that dropped yesterday. All right. His Yankees is swept the A's. Man, Teddy came on and said, can we win 10 games in a row? And if I'm not mistaken, they won like the last 7 out of 8 games since he said that. So they've been on a roll. I saw Teddy on TikTok trolling some of the doubters in the comments. Right? So like Teddy ain't playing. So shout out to Teddy by BWT. If you are like Dave said, diehard baseball fan, casual fan, somebody who wants to learn baseball, tune in to BWT through Refuse to Lose Sports. Our next show, we got CTC. Carl talking college. Man, it's a hard working dude right here. Man, he be hitting until I got 2 in the morning. Just got finished writing an episode of CTC. I'm like, dog, you ain't sleep. What's going on? So, like they said, 24 different games, y'all. We ain't talking about 24 teams. We're talking about 24 games, 48 teams. All right. And he covered all the games from week 1, covered all the games from week 0. And he's going to do all over again week 2. All right. And I love this segment when he talked about Dion in the Colorado and TCU game. Mm-hmm. And I liked how he talked about both sides. He didn't just talk about how, Dion, they did their thing. They did. But also, let's not act like TCU is the same. I like how he did that. So he giving you an honest, an honest perspective versus a fan perspective. That makes sense, right? So shout out to Carl and CTC. All right, episode also dropped yesterday. And then lastly, we got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coons. Coach Coons, man, dropping knowledge, man, coaching right on the spot. Listen, if you are in the fantasy league, you can actually come on the live, not actually on live with them, but be in the chat like you are right now in the live of FFC. Tell him who you got in your fantasy, and he will stop what he's doing and just coach you up right there and then. All right. So if you want more tips, you want more advice about fantasy football, this is the place you want to be. You want to be there. Fantasy Football with Coach Coons. He actually does his homework. He did a ranking of like 160 players. Insane. Mm-hmm. All right. So shout out to FFC, Coach Coons. All right. And another episode I think will be dropping on Wednesday, tomorrow. All right. So stay tuned for that. And look, man, like this video, subscribe, share it, and appreciate y'all standing with these last words in. That's all I gotta say, y'all. First of all, I appreciate y'all too. Every time I'm on here, I'm excited to do this show with y'all. Shout out to everybody in the R2L chat. We appreciate y'all. R2L members, send me your playoff prediction. All right, send me your playoff prediction. Shout out to Tyrone, already did it. And shout out to my commanders, man. We are getting slept on like crazy, and I love it. I was hoping Dave keep us at 3 or 4, and you did. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Nobody expects us to win this division, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. I can't wait to see Kevo face at the end of the season. I can't wait to see AJ face at the end of the season. Tomo, you my man, but I can't wait to see Warren face at the end of the season. All right, I can't wait to see it. All right, and last but not least, basketball season is coming up, y'all. We're like 60 days away from tip off. Swiper MVP season. Like the beat.
For my last words, I just want to give appreciation to everybody in the chat. That's it for me. I just want to say thank you for everybody that has been watching us for this entire time, that's been actually keeping up with Joe since he started it and started with us when we started November 15th last year. So definitely, I got something coming up for the 1,000th member. So I have not said anything to anyone, but I have something for the 1,000th member. Whoever it is, I got something for you.
Hey, Dave, you might got to do it for the 999. How are they going to be the 1,000th member? Sherry told me. So
remember that. So 999. So whoever's 999, Joe, you gotta let me know.
I got you.
Like right now, we on air. Right now.
Like, hello? It's time.
Man, my last words is, Joe, I mean, I'm glad you told me about the NBA season. With this all this NFL talk that's been happening in all the chats, man, you kind of forgot that any other sport was going on outside of like baseball and college football right now. Because I'm telling you, without those two other shows, we probably would have forgot if you in the chats. Like, trust me. Like, I forgot Jordan Poole was a Wizard. Like, come on, man, I got a lot to root for right now. But it is football season, and it's time to shut these Eagles up. So that's my last word. # silence Eagles talk.
Also, I may be having a 49ers fan come on show real soon. Who feels the same way I feel? So y'all will see that I'm not the only one that feels that way.
We've been waiting for a moment to see another 49ers fan with you, Dave. Can't wait to see that, man.
You might saw something, Dave. We might finally get a Giants fan on here too.
I know, right?
You might saw something.
Come on, man. That's all we need. One more. We got the complete roster.
We get one more person from the East. Yeah, we got to do another panel. ASAP.
We're going to do some midway panel, so looking forward to that. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button, no matter what you're listening to or watching it. Hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.